Have you ever wondered what it feels like to hold the keys to a kingdom, not of land and stone, but of chrome and carbon fiber? Imagine the roar of a V12 engine echoing through the quiet streets of Seoul or the sleek silhouette of a German-engineered beast cutting through the midnight fog. We see them on stage, draped in couture, under the blinding glare of stadium lights. But what happens when the curtains close and the world's biggest superstars crave the ultimate adrenaline rush? Welcome to a world where success isn't just measured in billboard charts, but in horsepower and rare paint codes. We are diving deep into the ultra-exclusive garages of the Bangtan Boys, where one member in particular has been harboring a collection so secretive and so expensive, it's practically a legend among car enthusiasts. From custom-built SUVs that can withstand a small explosion to Italian supercars that cost more than a luxury penthouse, these aren't just vehicles, they are trophies of a global revolution. But who among them prefers the roar of a track-ready engine, and who chooses the silent, understated luxury of a Korean-made masterpiece? More importantly, what is the story behind Jin's $500,000 secret that he's kept tucked away from the prying eyes of the paparazzi? Are you ready to witness the true meaning of living the dream? Fasten your seatbelts, because this is going to be a high-speed journey into the heart of BTS's most private obsession. Who do you think holds the crown for the most expensive taste in wheels? Number 7. RM, the unexpected German engineering obsession. Imagine the scene. The leader of the world's biggest boy band, the man known for his deep philosophical lyrics and his love for bicycle rides along the Han River, suddenly shifting gears into the world of high-performance machinery. For years, the running joke in the fandom was that RM, our brilliant Kim Namjoon, didn't even have a driver's license because he was too dangerous behind the wheel, often playfully teased for his clumsy nature. But legends say that even the most grounded souls can't resist the siren call of a masterpiece from Ingolstadt. While RM has often been spotted enjoying the slow life, reports and whispers from the luxury car circles in Seoul suggest a different story unfolding in the shadows of his private life. We're talking about the Audi R8, a car that isn't just a vehicle, but a statement of surgical precision and raw, unadulterated power. Now, think about this. Why would a man who finds peace in art galleries and old books be drawn to a mid-engine beast that shares its DNA with the Lamborghini Huracan? The Audi R8 is famous for its naturally aspirated V10 engine, a dying breed in an era of hybrids and turbos producing a symphonic roar that can reach up to 610 horsepower. It's a car that demands focus, a car that slices through the air with an aerodynamic silhouette that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi blockbuster. With a price tag that easily clears the $160,000 to $200,000 mark depending on the trim, it's not just about the money, it's about the Vorsprung durch Technik advancement through technology. Can you picture Namjoon, the intellectual powerhouse, finally mastering the art of the gear shift? Feeling the 0 to 100 km/h acceleration in a blistering 3.2 seconds? There's a poetic irony there, isn't it? A man who takes his time with words, choosing a car that leaves the rest of the world in a blur. Is this Audi just a rumor, or is it the ultimate symbol of a leader finally taking the wheel of his own destiny? The reflection of the Seoul skyline on that polished metallic finish tells a story of a hidden side we're only just beginning to see. And if this is only number 7, can you even begin to guess what kind of metal the other members are hiding in their basements? Number 6. J-Hope, the Sunshine King's German speed demon. If you think J-Hope is only about bright smiles, colorful streetwear, and jaw-dropping dance moves, think again, because when the cameras are off, Hobie is living life in the fast lane with a piece of automotive history that would make any gearhead's heart skip a beat. While he's often seen as the warm, hopeful soul of the group, his choice of wheels is surprisingly sharp, aggressive, and undeniably cool. Enter the Porsche 911 Carrera, a car that isn't just a vehicle, but a legendary icon of performance that has defined the sports car world for decades. Can you imagine our sunshine, Young Hoseok, gripping the steering wheel of this rear-engine beast, feeling the precision of German engineering as he navigates the winding roads of Seoul? The Porsche 911 is the ultimate driver's car, and J-Hope's ownership of this machine tells us a lot about his personality. He values rhythm, balance, and high-energy performance, just like his choreography. This isn't a bulky SUV meant for hiding. This is a low-slung, high-revving masterpiece that starts at roughly $130,000 to $150,000. And with the kind of custom specs a global superstar would choose, That price easily skyrockets. Underneath that sleek, timeless silhouette lies a 3-liter twin-turbo flat-6 engine that produces an exhilarating 379 to 443 horsepower, depending on the exact model. We're talking about a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour sprint in under 4 seconds, fast enough to leave the paparazzi in a cloud of dust. There's something so reflective about J-Hope choosing a 911. It's a car that has evolved over 60 years but has never lost its core identity. Much like how Hoseok has grown from a street dancer in Gwangju to a global icon while staying true to his roots. Every curve of the Carrera's wide rear fenders and every flicker of its iconic LED 4-point headlights screams sophisticated rebellion. Is J-Hope using this speed demon to escape the pressure of the spotlight, finding his own rhythm in the roar of the engine? It's a fascinating contrast, the man who brings hope to millions, finding his own solace in the mechanical perfection of a Porsche. But if you think a $150,000 Porsche is the peak of their luxury, wait until you hear which member decided that one German car simply wasn't enough to handle his vibe. Are you ready to see who's next? Or are you still stuck on the image of J-Hope being a speed king? Number 5. Suga, the humble giant's fortress on wheels. Now, if you've followed the journey of Min Yoongi, the man who once had to choose between a bus ticket and a bowl of noodles, you know that he isn't one for flashy, loud displays of wealth. Suga has always been the cool, calm, and collected soul of the group, a producer who spends more time in the quiet of his studio than under the strobe lights of a club. So, it should come as no surprise that his choice of transport is the ultimate fortress on wheels, the Hyundai Palisade calligraphy. But don't let the brand name fool you into thinking this is just a regular family car. This is the flagship, the pinnacle of Korean luxury, and in the hands of a global icon like Suga, it becomes a rolling sanctuary. Imagine the contrast, a man with a net worth estimated at over $30 million who could easily buy a fleet of gold-plated Ferraris, instead choosing the understated, refined power of a metallic black Palisade. This car is massive, dominating the road with a presence that says, "I've arrived," without having to scream it. The calligraphy edition is the top-of-the-line trim, priced at around $50,000, featuring quilted Napa leather seats, a sprawling 12.3-inch infotainment system, and a cabin so quiet you could hear a pin drop or, in Yoongi's case, the subtle nuances of a new track he's producing on his laptop in the back seat. Why does a superstar choose this? Because for Suga, luxury isn't about being seen, it's about the peace of mind. The Palisade offers an immense amount of space, allowing him to stretch out after a grueling 12-hour session in the studio, shielded from the world by deep-tinted glass and a rugged, high-strength steel frame. It's a reflection of his journey, reliable, powerful, and deeply rooted in his Korean heritage. While other celebrities might opt for European imports to show off, Suga's choice of a Hyundai flagship is a subtle nod of respect to the industry of his homeland. It's the car of a man who knows exactly who he is and doesn't need a badge to prove his worth. There's something incredibly grounded about it, isn't there? A billionaire who values the comfort of a moving lounge over the vanity of a two-seater. But as we move up this list, the humble vibes are about to vanish, replaced by a level of opulence that feels like it's straight out of a Hollywood movie. Do you think you can handle the sheer luxury of what's coming next? Because the next member didn't just buy a car, he bought a masterpiece that became an internet sensation overnight. Number 4. V, the Prince of Seoul and his viral Korean masterpiece. Can you feel the shift in the air? We are moving away from the quiet fortresses and entering the realm of pure, unadulterated, main character energy. When it comes to Kim Taehyung, everything he touches turns into a cultural phenomenon, and his choice of wheels is no exception. Picture this, the year is 2020, and the BTS members are filming an episode of Run BTS at the futuristic Hyundai Motor Studio. While most would treat the set as just another day at the office, V looked at a specific SUV on display and essentially said, "I'll take it." We are talking about the Genesis GV80, the car that single-handedly redefined Korean luxury for the global stage. The story of V buying this car became such a viral sensation that it felt like the ultimate boss move captured on camera. Why the GV80 though? For a man with V's artistic eye, someone who loves jazz, Vincent van Gogh, and vintage aesthetics, the GV80 is a perfect match. It's not just an SUV, it's a design statement that looks like it could be a Korean Bentley. With its massive crest grille and the iconic two-line LED headlights that wrap around the body, it's a vehicle that demands a double take. Inside, the luxury is even more palpable. We're talking about a beauty of white space design philosophy, featuring real open-pore wood trim and seats draped in Napa leather that feel like a high-end lounge in Gangnam. Under the hood, this beast packs a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 engine, churning out a respectable 375 horsepower, making it as powerful as it is graceful. Priced at around $70,000 to $80,000, and much more with V's likely custom specs, it represents a fascinating choice for a man who could buy anything. It shows a deep pride in his roots, choosing the absolute best of South Korea's engineering to navigate the streets of Seoul. There were even rumors that he was so captivated by the Hyundai Prophecy concept car that he couldn't leave without securing the closest thing to it. Is V driving this beauty to hidden art galleries at midnight? Or is it his preferred sanctuary when he wants to feel the pulse of the city from behind a steering wheel of pure elegance? One thing is for sure. V didn't just buy a car. He created a sold-out crisis for a luxury brand just by being himself. But hold your breath, because as we enter the top 3, the price tags are about to double, and the next member's choice is so fast, it's practically a blur on the highway. Who do you think takes the bronze medal in this race of legends? Number 3. Jungkook, the Golden Maknae's $1 million auction legend. Hold on to your seats, because we've just entered the golden tier. When you're the youngest member of a group that has conquered every corner of the planet, you don't just buy a car, you buy an icon that ends up making history. For Jungkook, a man known for his incredible athleticism, precision, and macho charm, there was only one vehicle that could truly match his energy, the Mercedes-Benz AMG G63, better known to the world as the G-Wagon. But this isn't just any G-Wagon story. Imagine a vehicle so deeply associated with a superstar that when it finally hit the auction block, the world went into an absolute frenzy. Jungkook originally purchased this matte finish beast back in 2019, choosing the top-tier AMG version that houses a handcrafted 4-liter V8 biturbo engine. We're talking about 577 horsepower and 627 pounds-feet of torque, a literal tank that can sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in a staggering 4.5 seconds. It's the perfect reflection of Jungkook himself. Powerful, rugged on the outside, but filled with the highest level of luxury and sophistication on the inside. However, the real drama began in late 2022 and echoed through 2023 when his former ride was put up for auction. The bidding was so intense that the site had to be suspended temporarily. Why? Because the price tag didn't just stop at the retail $180,000. It kept climbing, fueled by the sheer legacy of the man who once sat behind its wheel. By the time the hammer finally fell, the car sold for a mind-blowing 1.2 billion Korean won, which is roughly $900,000 to $1 million. Can you imagine? A car that nearly quintupled in value just because it carried the DNA of the Golden Maknae. It's a testament to the Jungkook effect, where even a machine becomes a priceless piece of art. Reports suggest that during his ownership, Jungkook kept it in pristine condition, using it as his private escape from the relentless glare of the spotlight. Every time he turned that key and heard the signature sidepipe exhaust growl, it wasn't just about speed, it was about the freedom of the open road. But even as we reel from the shock of $1 million G-Wagon, the stakes are about to get even higher. We're moving into the top 2, and let me tell you, the next member didn't just go for rugged luxury, he went for Italian elegance and unmatched speed. Are you ready to see who's hiding a supercar that looks like it belongs on a racing grid in Milan? Number 2. Jimin, the elegant dancer's secret German speedster. Now, if there's one member who has always been a bit of an enigma when it comes to the car guy life, it's Park Jimin. For years, Mochi, as fans affectionately call him, openly admitted that he wasn't really a car person. He even joked that he only got his driver's license because it felt like a mandatory adult milestone, not because he was dying to hit the asphalt. But don't let that shy, humble smile fool you. When Jimin decides to step into the world of luxury, he doesn't just dip his toes, he dives into the deep end of high-performance elegance. Reports and sightings from the exclusive streets of Hanam-dong have revealed that Jimin actually shares a very expensive taste with the oldest member, Jin. We are talking about the Porsche Panamera GTS, a vehicle that perfectly captures Jimin's duality, graceful and delicate on the outside, but absolutely lethal and powerful under the hood. The Panamera GTS is not your average sedan. It's a four-door luxury beast that refuses to compromise on speed, with a price tag that hovers around $180,000 to $190,000. Imagine Jimin, known for his contemporary dance moves that defy gravity, gliding through the midnight streets of Seoul in a car that features a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. This machine pumps out a heart-pounding 473 horsepower, allowing it to scream from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.9 seconds. It's the ultimate quiet luxury. It doesn't have the loud, triangular edges of a supercar, but its presence is undeniable. Inside, the cabin is a cocoon of Alcantara and brushed aluminum, likely customized to the highest degree to provide a sanctuary for Jimin away from the frantic energy of global tours. There's something deeply reflective about this choice. While he claims not to be interested in cars, he chose one of the most refined and balanced driving machines ever engineered. Is it possible that Jimin finds a different kind of rhythm in the precise handling of a Porsche? It's a car that feels like a tailored suit, perfectly fitted, incredibly expensive, and designed for someone who appreciates the finer details that others might miss. But as we stand at the threshold of the #1 spot, the atmosphere changes completely. We are moving away from refined balance and entering the territory of raw, astronomical power. Are you ready to step into the most secretive garage in the K-pop world? Because Jin isn't just a car enthusiast, he's the undisputed king of the BTS road, and his $500,000 secret is about to be unleashed. Number 1. Jin, the secret billionaire garage and the blue Italian beast. Finally, we've reached the summit, the absolute peak of opulence that has kept the internet buzzing for years. When you think of Kim Seokjin, you think of worldwide handsome, the king of dad jokes, and the man who loves to cook and play video games. But behind that playful exterior lies a sophisticated adrenaline junkie with a garage that rivals a Hollywood A-lister's collection. For a long time, Jin's automotive life was shrouded in mystery, until a lucky fan spotted him entering an ultra-exclusive Lamborghini dealership in Seoul, and he didn't leave empty-handed. We are talking about the Lamborghini Aventador S, a car that doesn't just drive, it screams dominance. Jin reportedly chose a stunning royal blue finish for this Italian masterpiece, a color that perfectly reflects his Prince Charming aura but hides a monster within. Imagine the oldest member of BTS, the man who provides the emotional backbone for the group, pushing the start button on a 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine. The roar is deafening, a mechanical growl that signals the release of 740 horsepower. This isn't just a car. It's a fighter jet for the road. With a price tag that easily soars past $522,000, and that's before any of the high-end customizations, Jin likely added this is the most expensive vehicle in the entire BTS fleet. We are talking about a 0 to 100 kilometers per hour sprint in a terrifying 2.9 seconds. Think about that for a moment. In the time it takes you to blink 3 times, Jin is already halfway down the block. But the mystery goes deeper. Rumors suggest this isn't his only high-performance toy. He's also been linked to a Porsche Panamera GTS, proving that Jin has a deep, technical appreciation for European speed. Why the secret garage tag? Because Jin rarely, if ever, shows off his wealth. He doesn't post car files or flex his keys on social media. He enjoys the sheer engineering brilliance and the thrill of the drive in total privacy, away from the flashing lights. It's a fascinating reflection of his character, humble and loud at the same time, a man who knows he has nothing to prove to anyone. When he's behind the wheel of that $500,000 Lamborghini, the world of K-pop fades away, replaced by the pure, raw connection between man and machine. It is the ultimate trophy for a decade of hard work, a symbol of a journey that started in a small practice room and ended with a blue flash on the streets of Gangnam. Jin isn't just a singer, he is the undisputed king of the BTS road. Can you imagine the sheer power of seeing all 7 of these machines lined up? It's not just about the money, it's about 7 boys who conquered the world, now enjoying the fruits of their labor at 300 kilometers per hour. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.